So, Mark, turning to Get Real, which is a programme that helps to tackle hate crime, can you give us some indication of your observations of the difference that a restorative process can make in changing the attitudes of someone who's been involved in a crime or incident where hate or prejudice has been a motivating factor?
Yeah, there's a lot of hate crime offences happen, and there's not a lot of thought goes in behind them, if you like. It's kind of a reaction from one culture to another, or one group of people towards another minority group of people. And the difference within the restorative approach that we take, if you were to take an assault as an example, if yourself and Geraldine were assaulted, the law would look at 2 assault charges, whereas what we do through the restorative process is look at how, as Ruth, you were impacted, and as Geraldine, how you were impacted. So we look, or help the people who have offended to look at how their actions actually impacts on the individual. So not just the way that they've broken the law, but the harm that's been caused. So how the person has been harmed physically, emotionally, and the ripple effect of that as well. So how the person who's actually offended gets harmed in the process too, and how people around them can be impacted and affected, and with the victim, how they're impacted and people around them are affected. And then it's a process where the person who's caused the offence or caused the harm gets the opportunity to communicate with the person who they've harmed. So that can take the form of indirect communication, or, which is a very powerful process, direct communication in a controlled meeting. And again there, rather than with the legal system where a solicitor would speak for somebody, there they will get to actually communicate and talk themselves and hear about how their actions have impacted somebody. And then between the 2 parties, we can look at how somebody who has caused harm could actually make up to repair that harm, and make up for the harm. So for me, there's that personal approach that comes within it, and there's a personal responsibility that happens within it. And what we have seen from that, and we have, through Get Real, we've worked with a number of participants in this way, that they have quite lengthy criminal records, some of them. But it's the first time they've actually been involved in a process like this, where they can hear the impact directly of their actions. And that has a big impact on the person who is offended.
Thanks, Mark. Thank you.